Hey everyone, welcome to today's Mindset Monday. And today we are going to be talking about all about releasing and letting go. It is the perfect time to have this conversation because we have just gone through a full moon. And when the moon is full, it reminds us to release and let go of the things that no longer serve us, right? Because after that full moon, the moon begins to decrease in size. So, full moon time is a perfect time to let go, and new moon time, when there's no moon present in the sky because it's completely dark and the earth is between the moon and the sun, right? So, there's no light reflecting off of it at that point. That is the perfect time to call in and set intentions for what it is that you would like to see in your life and in your world. So, with releasing and letting go, it is a perfect time to start to become aware of the things that are around you, or maybe the habits and behaviors that you have that are not supportive of that end all be all goal, that direction that you're desiring to go in life, whether that's to step into that best version, that highest version of yourself, or just simply to acquire or achieve new goals, right? Whether that be with your health, your well being, right? Maybe energetically, maybe with your career, your family relationships, whatever that goal may be. In order to create a path of ease in that direction, we have to get some of those obstacles out of the way, right? Think of those things that are holding you back almost as an anchor, right? You're a beautiful ship sailing forward, and you have all these anchors that are holding you back and holding you down. And whether that be limiting beliefs that you have about yourself and your abilities, and I'll do free from that a lot. So, free from that means that we are not allowing our subconscious mind to hold on to something after it is said. So, maybe that limiting belief is you're not good enough. Free from that. Maybe that limiting belief is that you need to know more in order to be what it is that you need to, right? Whether that it is to invest into your education or whatever, we can become what we want without having to continuously fill up that cup of education, right? I mean, there is something to be said about having experience, and know-how in that way, right? But there comes a point, and this is something that I'm touching on because this is something that I have struggled with in the past, is that I felt that in order to be the best coach, that I needed to get another certificate and do another thing. And it almost became to a level of me getting in my own way, not being able to help serve others because I was so to the point of feeling that I needed all of these pieces of paper in order to line the walls to be good enough. And truth be told, I was good enough from day one, right? It's important to have the knowledge in some areas, depending on what it is that you are doing. But having real life experience is huge. And so when I had first gotten into my coaching career as a personal trainer, I always was striving for more and more and more. Um, going into the realm of nutrition and mindset to best serve my clients at that time that were so hyper focused on their external. And then I shifted into getting to the root cause of why we don't feel good enough, right? And so that is what I do now is I help to serve others to get out of their own effing way so that they can move forward towards their goals, whatever those goals may be, with ease. That when they're in alignment, things happen more easily for them and effortlessly, right? And so by releasing those anchors, that's going to help that sailboat that you're riding on, right, to move forward. So what are those things that are holding you back? I invite you to list those things in the comments, right? And this isn't a competition of who has the most anchors, right? Because sometimes we get into that mentality of needing to have the biggest challenge, right? Justifying our challenge, or that victim mentality, right? And when we are in that role of victim, we are not being the creator of our life. We are not empowering ourselves. Our thoughts become things, right? So everything that is in our current reality at one time or another was a thought. We create our lives. And sometimes it can be challenging to think that if our life is in a situation that is not the best, or something not so good happens, or we're challenged, it's hard to think that we could or would even possibly create that reality for ourselves, right? Because why the F would we do that? Oh, and I swear a lot, guys, but I'm censoring right now because we're sharing this with a wide audience today. So we are live on YouTube, LinkedIn, and in my little private Facebook community. And so the people out there don't know about all the F-bombs. So we're censored today. But if you get face-to-face with me, if you're in my private community, know that there will be cussing and sorry, not sorry. Sometimes you just need to throw in an F-bomb here or there. It's like confetti for your sentences, right? It just adds to that emotion. It's like an exclamation point. So, but yeah, like we need to release those things so that we can move forward, so that we can get to that end all be all goal, and know that is fluid and it changes, right? Sometimes, unless your ultimate goal is to be the best version of yourself, right? So you'll shift and you'll continue to move in that direction, and hopefully you'll get there, right? Hopefully. That is the goal, to be the best version of you. But release those things, release them, because they're just going to drag you down. They're just going to hold you back. And by staying in that victim mindset, sometimes we get too comfortable complaining and not wanting to be responsible for our lives. When we are able to be responsible, it's truly empowering. Because when you realize that you are responsible for your life and how it is, it gives you the power to shift that, to change that if it's not how you desire it to be, right? And I'm all about empowering people. Surrounding yourself with like-minded individuals that lift you up and encourage you to continue to move forward. Ones that will help you in those times when maybe you are being challenged and you're feeling like you need to vent and just all this stuff's coming out. Being around someone that can help you to shift out of that, right? Because when we stay in that energy, not only, when we're venting to our friends and stuff, is that not nice if we don't ask permission, right? Because you're not going to just come into your friend's house and empty your trash can on the floor of their house. That's almost what you're doing when you're venting to them all of your problems. So the etiquette, the proper etiquette, is to ask them if they are in a space where they're able to just listen and receive, because you have some things that you just need to process and release and get off of your chest. And then when they say yes, then you can share that. But also, it's beautiful to have those friends that can sit with that with you. They can hold you in whatever energy that you're carrying, right? Whether that be positive, uplifting, or even when you're down. And they can help you to work through that and alchemize that so that you can get out of your way, so that you can shift into a direction that is going to be more positive and more serving, right? Because sometimes you do have to get those things off of your chest in the proper setting with permission, and then have someone that can help to get those blinders off, because oftentimes we're like this and focused on that problem instead of seeing that bigger picture. Is it going to matter in 10 years? If not, bye. So I invite you today. We still have the high energy of the full moon to release the things that aren't serving you. And something that I like to do is I will take a piece of paper. I will write down what I'm letting go, right? And that could be anything that is an obstacle or a hindrance for me to move forward towards my goal, or a habit or behavior that I may have acquired that isn't serving the direction that I want to go. Write that down, get it all out. And you can do this with your challenges too. Instead of venting on others, you can vent on that paper and just get it all out. And then what we want to do when you have that piece of paper is you want to make sure that when you're folding it up, that you are folding it away from you. So if you have your paper like this, you want to fold it so that you're going away from you, away, right? Because we want it to go. And then fold it again and again. I'm not good at folding up in the air, but fold it away from you. And then you can either burn it to alchemize that. Fire is a beautiful energy to help with releasing things. Make sure you're doing it in a safe way, right? Don't be burning shit inside your house. Don't be burning stuff inside your house. Or you could go outside, right? Get a little fire safe bowl and put it in the bowl and burn it, or hold it over a candle outside. Or if you have a fireplace, that's perfect. Or you can just tear it up and imagine it just going away. Like, get rid of it, right? So hopefully that was helpful for you. Let me know if you enjoyed today's live, and I will be coming at you live every single Monday with a new tip to help you to get out of your own effing way and to get closer to your goals and that best version of you. You guys take care, and we'll see you soon.